भारती न्यूज सीधा सटीक और निष्पक्ष।
Good evening, I am Nargis Soda and you are watching Bharati News. Let us have a glance at the top news for 13 June Tuesday. Here's the national news first. Despite the fact that the organizations representing the Kuki, Zumi and Meitei committees declared they would not take part in the peace committee established by the Ministry of Home Affairs, MHA, at least one more person was killed in new violence in Manipur on Monday. The Churachandpur district's neighbor Lailo Fire experienced a shooting incident on Monday that resulted in one death, according to the police. A single person was killed in Rajkot on Monday as a result of deteriorating weather conditions before the cyclone Baijar's landfall, and authorities in Gujarat started evacuating thousands of people from at-risk locations and closing schools and ports in coastal districts. In 8 coastal districts, 6,827 people were evacuated, according to a state government statement. Amit Shah, the Union Home Minister, presided over a Chintan Shivir brainstorming session of IPS officers assigned to the National Security Guard, NSG, and Central Armed Police Forces, CAPFS. Now, news from around the globe. Prior to a historic federal court appearance on hundreds of felony counts accusing him of illegally keeping sensitive materials and obstructing the Justice Department's efforts to recover them, Donald Trump arrived in Florida on Monday. Trump will appear before a court for the second time since April on Tuesday in Miami in the afternoon. He has been held for criminal allegations. However, the Justice Department's first prosecution of a former president concerns conduct that prosecutors claim threatened national security. In a greeting to Putin on Russia's National Day, Kim made a statement justifying Putin's choice to attack Ukraine and expressing his full support and solidarity. According to Kim's message, which was made public by KCNA, justice will undoubtedly triumph and the Russian people will keep adding glory to the history of victory. Kim urged greater strategic collaboration with Moscow to achieve the lofty objective of establishing a powerful country. On Monday, the most active volcano in the Philippines was slowly spilling lava down its slopes, warning tens of thousands of people that an imminent cataclysmic eruption would force them to escape. Since the spike in volcanic activity last week, more than 12,600 people have been forced to leave the primarily underdeveloped rural settlements within a 6-kilometer radius of the crater of the Mayon volcano. Now heading on to the business news. In an effort to prevent stockpiling and control the essential commodities growing cost, the government placed stock limitations on wheat for the first time in 15 years. The restrictions are effective immediately and last through March 2024. Additionally, the government made a decision to sell 15 lakh tons of wheat to traders and large customers from the Central Pool through the Open Market Sales Scheme, OMSS. The Digital Public Infrastructure DPI collaboration was introduced by India on Monday in an effort to help other nations, particularly those in low and middle income brackets, learn from its success and using technology to enhance government as well as for social, economic, digital and sustainable development. The One Future Alliance concept was also offered, which would enable like-minded nations to collaborate on using technology to enhance people's lives. Now coming on to the last segment, that is the sports news. As openers in the Ashes, David Warner and Usman Khawaja have enjoyed McDonald's support after scoring just 4 runs together in the World Test Championship. Vital victory over India. Warner was caught behind for 1 following his encouraging first innings of 43, while Khawaja had a miserable test at the Oval and was dismissed for a duck and 13 as well. Jokic helped Denver win the Ultimate Team prize while receiving the finals MVP title, failing to win the NBA MVP award for the first time in 3 seasons. The Nuggets finished with 10 victory in their final 11 playoffs game, never losing more than twice in any playoff series. In front of tens of thousands of supporters, Manchester City's players celebrated completing the treble of major trophies on Monday with an open-top bus parade through the city centre due to adverse weather conditions and lightning storms. City delayed the start of the evening parade. However, two blue buses carrying the Premier League FA Cup. This is all for news now. For latest news updates, subscribe to Bharati News. Thanks for tuning in.